Hello, hello, hey, hello, hello. Welcome back to Anointed Crown Tarot. If you haven't noticed, I went back to my original and initial intro because why? I like it. It's me, right? So, whomever this is definitely a third party situation. That's the first thing I'm gonna let you know, okay? We got a love triangle here. This is a third party situation for sure, and whomever that other person is dealing with, they can't stand you, baby. They cannot stand you. They can't stand your gifts. They can, if you are someone who also has, like a channel or you read or something like that, they can't stand you, baby. They can't stand you, okay? Um, but your person has clearly been dealing with someone that they were dealing with for financial obligations. This person might have even, some of them are married. This person might have even married them for money or, stability. Let's just say that for money or stability. But, and then we even have the given money card. But this person, it's like they know that your person would be much happier with you, and that makes them so miserable. That makes them miserable, baby. They know that that person would be much happier with you. Now, your person is in a place of reflecting. They're in a place of reflecting on the decisions and everything that they've made, the path that they've chosen. And it's like now they're ready to kind of like double back and go a different direction. But they know that there's some things that they got to clean up and take care of before they can even do that, right? Also, this other person, so we have thief, threatening, and copycat. And here's what I'm getting from these three cards. This person is extremely draining to your person. Like they are extremely draining to them, right? Emotionally, mentally, even financially. Look, we got giving money. Oops. We got giving money, marrying for money, and then jackpot. This is pretty much how that person views your person, the other person. That's a lot of persons, but anyways, you get what I'm saying. That the third party views your person like, what I'm saying, this cash cow, somebody that helps keep them kind of stable, keeps them grounded, especially financially. It helps them with their their housing situation, whatever's going on, right? But it's like this person might have told, like your person might have told the third party that they don't want to be in the situation anymore. They don't want to be with them. They're ready to leave. They're ready to go do something else. Like whatever it is, they've expressed not wanting to be in that situation anymore, right? And that third party didn't like it. Now, of course, we got threatening here, but it's not, for some of you, it might be that serious. But for the most part, it's really just somebody more so threatening to expose this person's secrets and things like that they know, or to embarrass them, or whatever case it may be, if this person leaves them, right? Or even for some of you, I will not lie, and I'm picking up on this, some of them, someone could be involved in some illegal activities here, especially when it comes to making their money. So someone is like threatening to expose it if that person leaves, So look, we got drama starter, clout hungry. This is somebody who is extremely obsessed, but this person is also obsessed with you. They're not just obsessed with your person, they're obsessed with you, baby. And it's like the fact that they know that your person desires to be with you more than them, it's like they're trying to embody exactly what they feel like your person wants by pretending to be you. They could even be stealing things from you online, such as what you post, or, trying to talk like you, dress like you, look like you. Like, it is giving straight destiny swap vibes, baby. So if that's you and you've been feeling like your energy been drained lately, it very well could be someone else all up in your energy. So you need to cleanse, cleanse, cleanse. And speaking of cleansing, I do sell Palo Santo on my website if ever you are in need of some, okay? So I do sell bundles of that. But fire signs, this is for you, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If that is you, if you're a cross watcher, this reading could resonate with you. But as always, if it don't apply, let it fly. If it doesn't resonate, don't force it, right? We're going to take a look and see, because you got a couple of different people in your energy. So let's see what we pick up on here. We're going to see how the person on your mind is currently feeling about you, though. Let's see how that person is currently feeling about you. The only way to know exactly what energy is yours, remember, is by booking a personal reading with me. And keep in mind that today is Tuesday. It is Tarot Tuesday. So $10 off of any reading that you book on the website other than the exclusions. And if you're not sure what's excluded, take a look at the flyer, okay? It's going to be the mini reads, the single questions, and the singular extended. Those are the only exclusions for that $10 coupon, okay? But for my fire signs, we've already done a prayer and a pre-shuffle on camera, but guess what? We're going to be shuffled a little bit more. So, Spirit, tell me, how does this person on my fire signs mind currently feel about them? Ooh, we're starting off with the Tower. 5:55 on the timer, too. Seven of Swords, Six of Pentacles. This is looking like the beginning of the reading already. Tower, Seven of Swords, Six of Pentacles. Let's see. Okay, so we got the Tower, the Seven of Swords, the Six of Pentacles in the World. I can tell you right now, somebody's not happy with you. So I think this is the other person. It's like, this is someone who feels like they showed up for you, gave you their effort, gave you their energy, gave you their love, but realistically it was performative, right? It was like they were giving you all that they were giving you in hopes of getting something in return from you. It wasn't because it's like, hey, I genuinely want to give to this person, I genuinely love them. There was a strategy to everything that they did for you. But let's look a little deeper into it. Tell me, why is the Tower here? I just told you. There's an ending or a shakeup or a change that's definitely taking place in the connection. And part of it is this person feels like they've been patient long enough. Clarify the Seven of Swords. We're going to dig a little deeper, though, before we get too into it. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. Clarify the World. Oops. We got two. The Two of Wands and the Empress came out. Can y'all see that? Yes, you can a little bit. So, how this person, this is the third party person. So this is how this person is currently feeling about you. This is the other person. They are, like, there's an ending that's taking place within the connection. That's because someone pretty much like they got tired of waiting, they got tired of being patient, but also their lies, their secrets, their deception, and everything was exposed with the Sun clarifying the Seven of Swords here. It's like you started to see this person for exactly who and what they were, and it was something you can no longer ignore, right? Like I said, this person was very performative. Everything that they were doing, it was because it benefited them. It wasn't because they genuinely wanted to give to you or they genuinely wanted a mutually reciprocal connection. It was literally about how it benefited them and what they could get out of the situation. And again, this has been exposed. It's something that they did try to hide, but they probably hid it for quite some time. For some of you, I'm hearing it was years that you were dealing with this person and they were very performative throughout the entire relationship. But it's like, even when they weren't being performative and it was obvious what they were doing, you were ignoring it. Not that you were ignoring it because you wanted to ignore it, but it was more like you were kind of settling in the situation realistically. But this is a cycle that's now closing, and from what I'm seeing here, it's like a whole story being told, as you can see. Not only is the cycle closing out, but now it's like you're ready to go towards something that you really want, something that you feel like is going to be more promising, something that you feel is more abundant, something or someone that you feel, or let's just say someone. You're ready to go towards something that you feel is more abundant, more prosperous, someone that brings you more fulfillment, someone that contributes to your happiness, someone that where you can have a mutually reciprocal connection. That's that Empress right there. Like, this person is like, now that things are ending, they have so much negative shit to say about you. While they were dealing with you, they might have kind of blew smoke up your ass, right? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't know if you ever heard that saying, but they were like boosting your ego, blowing up your head, all of that stuff. But now that you've decided, hey, I don't want this person, or I don't want to be in this connection, it's like now they've got all this negative shit to say about you, right? Tell me more about how this person feels about my fire sign collective. We got the Wheel of Fortune along with the Two of Pentacles. Why are they here together? This person they feel like they wasted their time. Like I said, which is crazy because the whole time it's like I'm not saying that you're innocent, but let's just say this person was manipulating you the whole time. And now that they're not getting what they expected out of, their manipulation, they're salty, they're feeling away, they're in their feelings, right? Like, you could have been juggling this person with someone else, or even emotionally with another person, and now they're just like, they're unhappy. They are like, we saw the spiritual hater card, and then look, as I'm looking over here, look what card's right here. The ancient. This is how that person feels about you right now. This is exactly how they feel about you. Tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? With the Ace of Cups, what about it? Too many. What about the Ace of Cups? So for some of you, you communicated to this person that you felt like this was a karmic pattern or karmic cycle of yours, and that you pretty much no longer wanted, you no longer wanted to be a part of it. You might have communicated something to them in regard to your feelings that, hey, I don't really have feelings for you anymore, or hey, my feelings or my heart lies elsewhere. Like, because I'm picking up more of an energy of you saying, hey, I have feelings for someone else. I have feelings for someone else. Like, my emotions lie over here with someone else. That's really what I'm picking up on. And then ever since you've said that, things have kind of been spiraling. Like, not only spiraling, like, as far as the tower, but it's like rapid changes are happening in this connection now. Now that you've decided and you've chosen a person, you've chosen a path that you genuinely want to be on, one that actually aligns with you and your higher stuff and your purpose, things are happening fast for you. Changes are happening really fast within this connection. Tell me more. Too many, Spirit. But it was the Lovers on the bottom. Okay, we got 3. I didn't mean to pull that many. So I said that there was a truth or clarity that came out in the situation, and we got the Ace of Swords. Like I said, this person's very bitter. This person feels a way towards you. This person, it's like their whole attitude towards you is shifted. Whereas before, where they might have been super loving and love bombing you, and then I'm also kind of getting that with the roses here for whatever reason on the Ace of Swords. Like, somebody might have been gifting you or doing extra things, or doing things that they know you like. Love bombing you pretty much, right? 143 on the timer. But now that they know the truth about where you want to be and what you want, it's like they're now in this petty ass, competitive, argumentative energy with the 5 of Swords here. Tell me more, Spirit. Ooh, give me a second. We got 2. Okay, y'all keep giving me too many. Why is this person being so petty? Page of Swords in reverse. What about it? The four swords in reverse. And look, these two came out together. The Ten of Cups, if I can separate them, with the Devil. So that's exactly why this person is being petty. It's like they don't want you to move on. They don't. They are literally trying to create blockages in not only in your life in general, but also in the connection that they know that you want with someone else. They are intentionally trying to create blockages. And like you may have even started talking to this person or reached out to this person or something like that, especially with the Four of Swords here. But they're like, pretty much they're like, like I'm not accepting that. Like I'm not happy with that. I'm not accepting it. Oh, you think you're gonna be happy without me? Oh, you think you just gonna leave me? That's what this person is doing. You think you just gonna leave me and be happy? Okay, that's what you thought. Whatever. Yeah, this is someone who can be very spiteful, very vengeful, vindictive when they feel like their heart is broken. And it's crazy because as I'm looking here, the only cup, aside from the Ace of Cups, which has nothing to do with them, the only other cup here is pretty much the Five of Cups, which is them and their feelings. Look, and the Ten of Cups, this person ain't even got feelings for you. This person has a lot of animosity and like, I feel like hate is such a strong word, but I'm not gonna lie. For some of you, they may hate you, or at least that's the feeling that they feel. Like this person is, it's like whatever you did or said to them, especially when you so basically you try to keep it real with them. You try to be honest. Like, and you knew that you being honest was gonna create this tower moment. You knew it, but you were just like, you know what, I'm trying to do it the right way. I'm trying to do the right thing. Like, I know I can't, spare this person's feelings or that person's feelings, but I can at least be honest. And you're right. I promise you are right. You can at least be honest and know we can't always spare everyone's feelings, but we also can't control or dictate how other people respond to the things that we say and tell them, right? So when you told this person that this is their response, they become vengeful, they become spiteful. They are, now in this bitter ass, angry energy. They're disappointed. Like, I'm not even picking up sadness. It's just somebody who's like legit disappointed that their manipulation on you wasn't working. That's what I'm picking up on. We got the Moon and then the Eight of Cups here. Why is the Moon here with the Eight of Cups? That's just confirming everything. Look, Ten of Swords. This person feels like you betrayed them. They feel like you kind of left them out in the cold, and they feel like there were things that you kept from them. They feel like maybe this was something, look, Four Wands in reverse. They feel like this is something that you were keeping a secret from them or something that you knew all along. And maybe it was, but whatever the case, you decided that, hey, I want to come out and be honest now. I want to tell you what's going on. I want to let you know what I'm doing. I want to let you know how I'm moving and that, there's no more me and you. Like, there's no feelings here. And I got feelings for somebody else or somebody else I want to be. Whatever it was that you told them, this is how this person feels, right? This is how they are feeling. And I didn't even mean to pick up the Five of Cups. It just got picked up with it. This is how they're feeling. The Devil with the Ten of Swords and the Five of Cups. They're feeling neglected. They're feeling abandoned. They're feeling used. It's crazy because they were the ones being manipulative. But they're feeling used. I'm hearing like rebound or like you just used me to pass by the time when you really have feelings for someone else all along. Like, that's what I'm hearing. So we know that person is they're not happy with you, okay? They're not happy. They're giving you mad evil eye. So baby, you want to cleanse. I'm telling you. They are giving you mad evil eye. And creating blockages for you intentionally at that. Especially if you're trying to reconcile with someone or go in a different direction, they are definitely intentionally creating blockages for you. But let's see how you're feeling about them. Let's see how you are currently feeling about them, fire signs. Oh gosh, I ain't even sure for the other side. Let's give it a couple more. This is a hot mess. I can't shuffle for shit. The energy is a hot mess. Look at this. Every time. So let's see how you feel about them. How does my fire sign collective feel about them, Spirit? Got the 4 swords. We got a few that fell out, but the King of Swords. Justice. And Temperance, which actually came out with the Ten of Wands. I was going to say 10 of Swords. Temperance came out with the 10 of Wands. Like, you're very emotionally drained in this connection. That's why we started off with the 4 swords. Like, you feel like you've carried the weight of this connection. You're very emotionally drained. You feel like you've put out way more than you've gotten back here. And it's like, this might have been something that you've been pouring into for years. For some of you, it has literally been years. You've been pouring into this situation for so long, and you feel like you're leaving it with nothing. Like, so you feel like it's only best for you to, finally choose something different. Go down a different path. Like they say, you got to do something different in order for you to get different results, right? Clarify the 4 swords. Too many. Clarify the 4 swords. Clarify the King of Swords. Justice card. Yeah, you're basically in an energy where you're trying to recoup what you lost by pouring into yourself. That's what I'm getting. You're in an energy of recouping what you lost by pouring into yourself, because this person has left you drained in more ways than one, especially mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually even. And like I said, for a lot of you, you've been pouring into this situation for years. And it's not even just you leaving the situation. You've been guided many times to leave this situation, and you're finally deciding to do so. It's like you're choosing a path of healing. Like, is there someone else that you want? Yes. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna tell you right now, we're gonna look at that connection in the extended reading, okay? We're gonna see what's going on with that connection, what the future energy of that one is gonna be, and what's kind of going on there. I just saw 2, 3, 4 on the timer before I said that. So we're gonna look into that one, okay? But here we have, you basically are choosing healing. The divine has been guiding you to choose healing. It's like you're thinking more logically in this situation, while also trying to, work on your heart space at the same time. But you just don't see this person the same way you once saw them before. Like, you don't see it. You're wanting something new. That's why the 4 wands is 4 swords is being clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. You're wanting something new. You're wanting your blessings and your abundance and everything to pour into your life. And you feel like being with this person has been blocking you. You're seeing the difference between being with them and being with someone else. And you're noticing the difference in the opportunities that you are getting. You're noticing the difference in the flow of your money. You're noticing the difference in the state of your mental as well as your emotional health. And you're like, no more. Like, I'm letting this situation go. Why is the 3 of Cups here? Look what came out together. The Star and the 10 of Pentacles. You're thinking more long term. You're thinking long term. Like, you're thinking the work that you're doing on yourself and the healing work that needs to be done, you're thinking, you know, how is this going to affect me long term? Like, either I can continue to repeat this cycle and deal with this person and be miserable for the rest of my fucking life, or I can literally take a chance at trying to be happy. That's what I'm picking up on. Like, you are basically saying, I want to take a chance at trying to be happy. I want to cultivate something that is more stable, something that's more solid, something where I can build generational wealth with someone and actually be proud of what the fuck I am building. Someone whom is going to support me along the way and not, you know, just utilize me. I need an asset, not a fucking liability. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm picking up on. Tell me more, Spirit. Ooh. Tell me more about how my fire signs is feeling about this person. Lord, I can't shuffle these cards right now. I don't know if it's because I don't have my nails or what, but see, that's 5 cards. I don't need 5 cards, Spirit. I don't need them. Let me shuffle a couple more times. Give me a second. I probably should have brought my Palo Santo and cleansed the energy some more. That's probably what I should have did. Matter of fact, let me do that because that's what my intuition is screaming for me to do. Let me go ahead and do it. All right, so for a lot of you, you also are in this energy of, it's like you're feeling this pull towards correcting your mistakes that you've made in life, right? You're feeling this pull towards correcting your life's mistakes. You feel like the choices that you made have led you down a path that has left you burdened, left you drained, left you feeling unhappy, left you unsatisfied, unfulfilled in life. And you're noticing that the common denominator might be, aside from yourself, because we're not going to put the blame all on the other person, right? We're not going to do that. Aside from yourself, you're noticing that the common denominator is this person. No matter whom has come and go in your life, this is the one person that remains constant in your life, right? But so do your problems. And I've told y'all before that whom you're connected to matters. Like, that's why sometimes when you connect to certain people, opportunities just start coming in like that, right? Guess what? It's that person's energy. It's something about you and that person where you're supposed to be tied together, whether you're supposed to be in a connection, working together, collaborating together, whatever it is, you're intended to be a part of one another's lives, right? And you're noticing that with this other person that you're separating yourself from, or that you have separated yourself from, you're noticing that life hasn't been like that with you. And for whatever reason, someone has come back in your life, right? Or you've met someone. For some of you, it's a past person, and for some of you, it's someone new. Someone has come into your life that showed you something different. You felt something different, and you're like, I like how this feels. I like how this feels, okay? Not only is the you know, the energy and their presence different, but the love is different. The connection is different. This is someone who pours into you, waters you, sees you for who the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? Including your flaws, and they still accept you anyway. This person doesn't try to change anything about you, but they encourage change within you because they know that you desire to be a better version of yourself. And it's like, this person isn't saying, hey, I want you to change, or hey, you need to change. They're saying, hey, you know, like if you're desiring to be a certain version of yourself, then change is required, and I support that. Here's some tips. Here's some resources. Here's something I've tried. Try this, try that. That's what that person does for you, right? They're not constantly criticizing you or judging you. Why's the 8 of Cups here? Y'all see how these cards coming out much more smoothly now? That's what happens when you clear the energy. So why is the 8 of Cups here with the Page of Pentacles? And the Queen of Wands came out with the Six of Pentacles. So the person that you were previously given to, like I said, they were definitely they were financially draining the shit out of you. They were financially draining the shit out of you. And it's like you're walking away from bare minimum effort. That's what I'm getting. You're walking away from bare minimum. Like, it's not even that money matters to you, but to some of you, it does. Let's be real. To some of you, it does. But it's not that money is the most important thing to you, but it's like this person wasn't giving you anything. Like you said, like I said earlier, you want somebody who's an asset, not a liability. Somebody whom is going to make the money with you, not somebody who's constantly taking from you. That's the difference between an asset and a liability. One of those people you can build with. Hell, you could be broke with both people, but which one are you going to come up with, right? Which one is also going to help you with formulating ideas and plans and, you know what I'm saying, get out in the field with you and get shit done? Which one is going to do that, right? Only one of them is going to do that, at least the way that you need. Magician with the Five of Cups. Why? You're no longer like I said, you're seeing through the illusions of the choices that you've made, the people that you've involved in, and not just even this person. Like, I'm picking up on multiple people. You could be someone whom has dealt with multiple people, multiple connections. And it's like you're seeing the illusion of all of them. You're seeing that all of them were just, you know, like a quick instant fix, or, you know, this temporary satisfaction that they were bringing you, but they weren't giving you anything long term, like this Ten of Pentacles. They weren't giving you this Ten of Pentacles. And it's like you're regretting ever dealing with certain people now. It's not funny. I'm not laughing at you like that, but it's like sometimes when you come to a realization on your own, it's like, damn, like, really? Like, that's really how I was operating? Yes, that's really how you were operating, right? You were operating for self. That's what happens when you operate solely for yourself. Like, you will deal with situations, people, connections, you know, even habits or behaviors that are temporarily satisfying to you. But they don't do shit for you long term. Someone could have started going to the gym or something here. For whatever reason, I felt the need just to give you like a gym reference. But also, I'm noticing her bag. It kind of looks like a gym bag. And I just noticed that. But it's like going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more that you go, you know what I'm saying, the more you fix your eating habits, the better your results get, right? But if you're going to the gym expecting to lose 15 pounds in a week and then maintain it long term, baby, you're setting yourself up for failure. It's the same way with these connections. You were dealing with people that looked good on the surface, that talked a good game, or, you know, put on a good facade, whatever the fuck the case may be. And it was satisfying temporarily, but every time they revealed, you know what I'm saying, the truth to you. 313 on the timer. Every time they revealed the truth to you. Every single time. Some of them took a little longer than others. And then even the one that you were dealing with for years, like for some of you, you had some sort of obligation to that person. That could be why you were dealing with them for years. You could have been married to that person. Y'all could have children together. You could have some sort of living arrangement. Or you could have just been so fucking comfortable with that person, right? 333 on the timer, as I saw that. You could have just been so fucking comfortable with that person that you just continued to deal with the cycle. And it was just like, look, I'd rather deal with what I know to expect from this person than something new from someone else. And then the moment that you decide to stop, some of you started dating around. Some of you decided to stop dealing with the mundane and the usual shit from that person. And it was like, you know, let me get out here and date around. And you're finding that a lot of people are exactly the same, if not worse. You're finding that a lot of people are exactly the same, if not worse. But the stronger that your discernment has gotten over time, the more easily and quickly, I don't even know if I'm formulating the sentence correctly, but you get what I'm trying to say. The more easily that, you know what I'm saying, and quickly that you're able to discern versus dealing with people for months, weeks, you know what I'm saying, weeks, months, years at a fucking time. 444. Your path is protected, baby. So now you're in this energy of probably isolating yourself, pretty much, doing some deep healing, deep thinking, introspection. It's like, I really got to get my shit together. I really got to get my shit together. That's what I'm picking up on. But tell me, why is the Two of Swords here? For some of you, before I even get the card out, what I'm hearing is you're deciding if you should be single or if you do want a relationship. Why is the Two of Swords here? And it comes out with the Sun and the Four of Pentacles. So literally what I just said, some of you are deciding, like, do I want to open myself up or do I want to keep myself closed off? Literally with the Sun and the Four of Pentacles. What I just said before the cards even came out. What about the Wheel of Fortune? Some of you are tired of heartbreak and disappointment, and some of you are tired of even creating heartbreak and disappointment. It could be both. It could be a mixture of both. You're tired of heartbreak and disappointment. You're tired of your own shit. You are literally tired of your own shit now, fire signs. That's a good place to be. It probably feels difficult and uncomfortable and, it's like disgusting, whatever, right? But honestly, it is a good place to be because how we change is, one, being aware. We have to first be aware. Then once we're aware, we got to get tired of it. Once we're tired of it, that's when we start making changes, right? We got to sit in that discomfort and figure out how to shift it. Figure out how to make our own energy more comfortable for ourselves. So that's what I have for you as far as how that person is feeling about you. Let's get y'all, because I'm looking at two different decks here. And maybe one of them is intended to be, look, the first card on the top says, let it go. But like I said, in the extended, because this one was mostly about, you and this third party person or the person you've been dealing with, right? That's what this reading was mostly about. So in the extended, we're going to take a look at the other connection. We're going to take a look at the future of what your love life is actually going to look like, especially considering a lot of you are indecisive right now. A lot of you are wondering, well, shit, should I be single? Should I actually get into it with someone? Like what is best for me? So we're going to look at that in the extended. And if you haven't already subscribed, remember that you can go to my website and you can purchase singular extendeds, or you can purchase the subscription, which also comes with an additional mini read, which is 3 questions, which you can use anytime throughout the 30 days of the month during your subscription. But remember, it cannot roll over. And of course, if you sign up today, yes, you will get $10 off of your first month, okay? So let's get you a few oracles, and then of course, fire signs, we're going to extend it, baby. Ooh, a lot going on there. Thank you, Spirit. Give me a few oracles from my fire signs. Like I said, the first one we got, it said, let it go. Look, energy vampires and divine intervention. I told you, you've been dealing with people. Like, some of you has been multiple connections. For some of you, it's just that one person. But I wouldn't doubt that it's other people. But anyways, energy vampires, it literally says draining connections, toxic influence, protect your energy, time to cut the cords. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're cutting the cords, you're cutting the connections, you're walking away from remember we saw that 10 of Wands, you're walking away from the shit that's been draining you in all aspects. And didn't I tell you earlier, that it's not just you walking away, but that the divine was intervening in your life? And look what came out with it. Divine intervention, unexpected guidance, universe stepping in, redirected paths. I told you, it redirected you. It's like certain things will what people don't understand is that shit just doesn't happen by chance, right? Everything is fucking energy, okay? Everything is energy. The breath that you breathe, the car going down the street, the time on the clock, it all is being pulled from some sort of energy source, okay? Everything in your life is energy. Why do you think that you see constant angel numbers and synchronicity sometimes? Why do you think that you hear and see certain shit where you're like, wait a minute, that's hitting a little hard? Why do you think that when you scroll in social, you think that just because we live in an age of social media that they don't know how to fuck to reach you? Yes, they do. Why do you think when you scroll in social media you see specific memes that literally align with your very situation without you saying a word? Energy, okay? Energy. The divine is more than aware of what's been draining your life. And it's like, if you've been praying for change, if you've been praying for, redirection, if you've been praying for, abundance and whatever else in your life, they are aligning you with exactly what you've been praying for by removing the shit that does not belong there, okay? It doesn't belong. Swipe right, it's a match. I told you some of you have gotten back into dating. Y'all started dating. But for some of you, like I said, I don't always take my cards for face value. Not always. It just depends on what I'm intuitively picking up on along with the card. In this particular case, it's talking about exactly what I've already mentioned, the fact that some of you have already started dating. And you're deciding, or you're trying to figure out, is this what I really want for myself? Or, do I want to be single? Like I said, some of you even put yourself out there and you realize, you know what, the dating pool really got piss in it, bruh. It really got but hey, we also all have to realize when we're contributing to the piss and shit that's in the pool, okay? It's time to take better care of you with the Self-Care Sunday card here. It is time to prioritize you. It's time to take care of you. The love and stuff that you're wanting from other people, you got to start by giving it to yourself, because guess what, baby? No matter how much you love yourself, there's still going to be some people that just don't fucking like you, okay? Ain't shit we can do about it, right? It's just that's why it's shit. I've been stuttering like shit today. But that's why it is best for you to, or more beneficial and crucial for you to love yourself, because the more that you love yourself, no one can take that away from you, right? You're not going to be concerned about who the fuck does and doesn't love you, because why? You got so much love for yourself. You're not worried about who don't. You're not worried about who don't like you. You don't care what people got to say about you. Keep taking care of you. Look at that. Boundaries. I'm not calling you this, but I love to say boundaries, bitch. Boundaries, okay? That's what you need. You need some boundaries in your life. Because some of you, it's like, what people don't realize is that it's like they'll be so loyal that they don't realize that their loyalty is at the expense of their own boundaries. Their loyalty is at the expense of their own respect. The people that have been around you have not been respecting you. They haven't been valuing you. They have not been showing you the love that you deserve to get. That's why you got to enforce them boundaries. Oh, and then money moves came out. For some of you, it's saying that you need to make smarter decisions about where you're investing. Not only your time, but also not only your money, but also your time and your energy. It literally says smart decisions, strategic investments. So I'm picking up more on the energy, but also on the money end, because guess what? When you remove the shit that's draining you from your life, it is going to help improve your finances. It is. I feel like I'm yelling at you. I'm sorry. Beware of the people that put on a front. Like, look at this, plastic smiles. Beware of those fake ass people in your life. Yeah, and for some of you, to be honest with you, you still got a few fake ass people around you that you ain't got rid of yet. You still have a few fake ass people, and whomever you thinking about right now, when I say that, that's exactly who the fuck I'm talking about, okay? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Then we got the broken promises here. This is people who constantly are promising. Like, this is all honestly just a reminder to focus on you. Let's just say that. It's all a reminder to focus on you. Because with the broken promises card, what I'm picking up on is not only have you have other people broken promises to you, but you've broken promises that you've made to yourself by saying that you're not going to deal with this, tolerate that, repeat this, repeat that. And you keep doing this. So it's like you're breaking your own self promises. 4:44, 44. Now, it wasn't that many fours, but it was 4:44 on the timer when I said that. Let's get you a couple more, and then we're going to end this one off because we are at 45 minutes. And I said I was going to start trying to make these shorter, right? Plus, we're doing an extended. Mirror, mirror. This is literally about you facing yourself. And oh, look, and it literally says that. Face yourself and others. So it's like there could be a connection or someone here that you're dealing with, or even other connections or friendships. Like, here's what I'll say. The shit that you typically dislike in someone else, it's a projection of what you dislike about yourself too. Even if it's something that you don't constantly embody or consistently embody, it is a part of you that exists. Okay? Because remember that everyone is a reflection of you. Look, I felt the need to get two. But look, it's funny because we got mirror, mirror, then we got me versus me with the payback. There's consequences for all of your actions, baby, good and bad. And for some of you, you know what I'm saying, there are some decisions that you have made that weren't necessarily in alignment, you know what I'm saying, with your purpose, with your higher self. And it's like, you know, the energy, remember the energy that you put out, it got to come back to you. So ask yourself, what are you putting out there? Are you putting out good or are you putting out bad? Because it's going to come back to you at some point. Maybe not in the same exact way, but it's going to come back, okay? So that's what I have for y'all today, fire signs. I will see the rest of y'all in the extended reading. And what we're going to do is, like I said, take a look at your love life and the future, with the future energy. We're also going to take a look at that connection with the other person we were looking at there. And again, thank y'all for watching. I love y'all. See y'all next time.